What's up, dudes? How you doing? Davey here. Hoping you're all doing well. Mabo kinda sucks ass at explaining mechanics, or just ways to utilize your repertoire. So, I want to go into detail about what you can do to better control, execute, and survive things like techs, raids, purifications, bombs, theta, Crom Boss, Glen Berna, and whatever else comes out in the future. Pull up your britches because this is sort of a big and wide topic, since I'm going to be talking about min-maxing your level, stats, damage, and buffing your damage. For that reason, I will break these videos up into parts, just so they're more digestible, so you can go from this to this. Now, all the stuff I'm going to talk about is obtainable just by playing the game. Meaning, I'm not going to go into meticulous detail about in-game items, enchants, reforges, or crazy neato items that are only obtainable by doing in-game content with an absurd amount of gold, or by trying your luck with gacha. This is a cost-effective guide, and is meant as a way to create a strong foundation for your character, so you may better contribute to your groups or to solo content. Meaning, utilizing all these videos should give you a very strong foundation in the basics of combat, and will carry you well into and through mid-game and into in-game. Also, I guarantee it'll make the game a lot more enjoyable, however you wish to spend your time in the realm. So, with that out of the way, let's start and talk about the basis of any RPG: leveling and stats. I suppose the best way I can start this is first explaining the leveling system by breaking it up into 3 parts. Your current level / exploration level, total level, and rebirthing. Your current level is what you gain from killing things, completing quests, or doing anything that involves receiving experience points. And your exploration level can be raised in a similar fashion. However, the levels gained are from specific kills, quests, and will rise from gaining exploration experience points. Your current level can reach a max of 200, and exploration level can reach 50 respectively. And with each level, you gain stats and ability points, which can be spent to rank up skills, but is also a currency for some of the other features in the game, like rolling Echo Stone reforges, tech card leveling, and arcana leveling. Your total level, as the name suggests, is your accumulation of levels. The total level isn't just to show off, but serves 2 major roles: unlocking content and raising your Shine of Iwaka potential. I'll get more into Shine of Iwaka potential in a moment, but with each 10 current levels you gain, after level 50, your Shine of Iwaka ranks up. So if your current level is 200, which is the max, your Shine of Iwaka becomes rank 1, which is the skill's highest rank. With each rank of Shine of Iwaka, all your stats increase considerably. So, how does your total level and Shine of Iwaka's potential fit into all this? Well, with every 1000 cumulative levels gained, the stat bonus potential from Shine of Iwaka will increase, meaning at rank 1 Shine of Iwaka, you get more stats the higher cumulative levels you have. This caps out, however, when your total level reaches 40,000. I know, that's a pretty big number. However, leveling in this game is not that tedious and slow. In fact, just doing beginner quest and the storyline up to Generation 18 will get you 20,000 levels. And 20k levels will unlock Arcana for you, which will be your main skill sets for whatever path or paths you wish to take in the game. Also, once Arcana is achieved, that's when you can start doing mid-game content such as techs, even with blanded weapons. I'll get more into that when I talk about techs in another video. Now, with all this said, how do you contribute to your total level when you can only cap out at 200 current levels? Well, that's where rebirths come in. A rebirth resets your current level and exploration level back to level 1, but your skill ranks stay consecutive. The only things that are reset when you rebirth are your current levels, stats gained from each level, and your Shine of Yuika resets back to rank F. The beauty is you are able to level up again to contribute to your total level and gain more ability points once again. You are able to rebirth for free once every 6 days after level 5000, and even more under level 5k. And the game is typically very generous with rebirth potions during events or with the potential system. We will get into the potential system later. Rebirthing also gives you the option to change your current age and talent selected. Your age and talent selected actually play a pretty important role in the stats that are leveled, since certain ages and talents increase the amount a specific stat is gained with each level. For instance, if your character is a human and you want your will to increase significantly with each level, rebirthing between the ages of 10 and 13, and using the fighter talent will increase the amount of will given by 1.25 will per level. That's 312 will total, just from leveling, as opposed to being age 25 plus and having a non-will talent like archery, which would only give you 250 will, or 1 will per level, at level 200 and level 50 exploration. It should be noted that depending on the race you play, your results will vary. Check out the wiki below to see how your race and age can modify the amount of a stat you gain per level. If you want the long short of it, do Blanded and the storyline up to G18 to get to 20,000. Get your Arcana and level up your Arcana while making your way to 40k. Once you're 40k, pick an age and talent that boosts the stat you want, and level to 200 and get 50 exploration. Then you've min-maxed your stats in terms of leveling. After 40k, you may need to rebirth and get more AP, or to level up other Arcanas. So, let's say you finished the beginner quest, got to 20k, started Arcana, and did your attunement to enter tech missions. Now you're on the road to 40k. Let me give you an example of what to do so you can get to level 200. I won't focus much on exploration, since that won't contribute to your 40k total and Arcana levels. But always try to max exploration level, or get some levels in it just for the AP per rebirth. First, you'll need some experience point multipliers, such as Combat 2x or more pots. There are prisms that work pretty well, and divine linking to your pet can multiply the amount you gain. Something I'll go into more detail about later is Grandmaster, or GM for short. When GM Cleric is activated, it gives 50% more EXP as well. You can activate this GM and enter a tech mission or dungeon, then join a party on the party board to reap the benefits of Grandmaster Cleric while being solo. Just make sure the party is set all to finish. So, go ahead and head into the basement and enter Revived Illusion Advanced, or whatever difficulty you're comfortable with, and do the first 3 regular rooms, or you can go into Kraken Advanced or whatever, and do the first 3 waves. Then you can just rinse and repeat until you're level 200. There will also be a lot of gold drop to gather, so be sure to have a gold gathering doll active for easy collection. Check out my gathering guide and debuff guide videos if you want to know how to gather and debuff more efficiently. Now, there's so many ways to level, so don't take this as the only way. If you know any good ways, let me know. Now that we have a grasp of leveling, let's check out stats. I won't go into too much detail about what each stat does, since they all have multiple functions. But since I want to talk about max damage in the next video, let's go over each stat's contribution to max damage of each respective weapon. Strength contributes to melee, puppets, guns, and shuriken damage. Intelligence increases magic attack, which contributes to magic damage. Dex increases archery, puppet, and chain blade damage. Will contributes to knuckle and shuriken damage, and luck contributes to chain blade damage. Again, I'll link the wiki below so you can see all the potentials of each stat. Now, I'm not going to talk about every little thing you can do in the game to gain stats, since that would make this video over an hour long. However, I will go over the biggest things and then link a document down below listing all the things you can do to min-max your stats. You may have noticed too a white number in parentheses and a big yellow number next to each stat. The white number is called your base stats and shows stats from ranking skills, taking classes, reading books, age, level, and long-term food effects. And the yellow number are your stat modifiers, which include equipment, skill effects, enchants, caters or food effects, titles, talents, reforges, totems, and echo stones. The long short of it, focus on the yellow number since it's the total of everything. I suppose I need to talk about stat caps before moving forward. Now, this isn't stats added, rather the space which the game gives you to add stats. The best way I can show you this is all characters start out with 1500 cap for all stats for each race. Then that number increases with Shine of Uica potential. Notice how giants can have more strength and will cap over humans and elves with Shine of Uica, but have less int and dex caps, and elves have more dex and int over humans and giants. But the cap is smaller for strength and will. Your cap increases even further when you add 2 level 50 Arcanas, which add another 400 to the stat cap. It should be noted that when the bow and staff Arcana come out, each stat for each race will get an extra 100 stat cap when you level 1 of those talents to 50. I should also mention that whichever Arcana you have active will give you a set of stats that adhere to that respective Arcana, such as more strength for Elemental Knights and more intelligence for Harmonic Saints. Now, besides leveling and getting your Shine of Uica level to its max potential, let's go into other big ways to increase stats, starting with simply ranking your skills. With each skill you rank up, you will gain a certain amount of stats, and typically the skill you train will adhere to the stat or stats that talent utilizes. Now, there are a lot of skills in the game, and like leveling, it can seem very daunting. However, ranking up skills is now pretty fast and efficient. Like, using one skill can typically rank up that skill once. It's actually kind of nutty. And doing your Blanded quest will get many skills to at least rank 9. You can also look at the Unlearn tab in your skills menu to see how to unlock each skill. And by clicking an individual skill, you can see how the training methods work for that skill. Also, clicking this little button here will auto-rank the skill when you've gotten the training to 100. That way you can just keep going without worrying about manually ranking. Just watch your ability points though. You can also AP train a skill once you've gotten 30 training points into a rank. Again, this can be a ability point sink, so just use this for the skills that are tedious or difficult to train. It should also be noted that whichever talent you rebirth into, you get 2 times the training with the skills in that talent, which can be stacked with potions which can be obtained from doing quests, events, or buying off the auction house. Don't worry though, they are typically pretty cheap. Since we're on the subject of talents, go ahead and click on the character tab and go to talents. As you can see with each skill ranked in each respective talent, your rank in that talent rises. With each rank gained, you are given a set of stats that correspond with that talent. Once you reach Master of a talent, you're able to do Grandmaster quest in order to become a Grandmaster. With Grandmaster comes more stats and or min and max damage, depending on the talent. Be sure to master and then Grandmaster each talent, since each talent's GM bonus gives more stats. Now let's talk about the potential system. The potential system starts when you reach 1000 levels, and gives you the ability to pick and choose which stats to increase. As I said earlier, I think you get 18 free rebirth pots total that don't expire. It's probably best to use them after you're done with Blanded and over 20,000. Now let's talk about Echo Stones, which are obtained doing the fucking SeaWorld. There are 5 different types of Echo Stones, which give a variable of stats with each level up to level 30. You are given 3 slots in which you can place whichever Echo Stones you want or need to contribute to your character. The beauty of Echo Stones are they can pass the stat caps for whatever reason, and good Echo Stone rolls reach into the hundreds of that particular stat. Each Echo Stone may be quote-unquote reforged using AP and a stimulant obtained from completing SeaWorld or fragging Echo Stones. Check out the wiki below on Echo Stones to see all the potential reforges. So, to summarize everything I've talked about, do your Blanded questline and clear up to G18 to get to 20k. This also unlocks the Arcana questline. Clear at least G22 to get your tech mission attunement, and if you wanted to clear G23 to unlock the Kraken mission. At the same time, get your Arcanas leveled while grinding to 40k to maximize your Shine of Uica potential by using the free rebirth potions the potential system gives you, and by rebirthing every 6 days. While leveling, you can train all your skills, work on Grandmasters, work on Echo Stones, and or work on all the other stuff I will list in the document below. I really hope this wasn't too dry and boring, but I think it's necessary to understand this, since it's the foundation for your character to getting strong. Also, if you want a lot of max damage, and you want to do a lot of damage, you just gotta do it. Also, my aim is to give direction. This game is huge, and there's so many things to do in the world. I don't want to take away from the mystery or fun of the game, but rather enhance it by giving meaning, if that makes sense. Which is what I hope these videos accomplish. Please let me know if you have any questions, ideas, maybe I got something wrong, or let us know some cool hot tips. Also, share these vids to people that are interested in the game, wanted to play but didn't know exactly where to start, or someone you want with you on your journeys. And stay tuned for part 2, where I will get into the part everyone wants to hear about, min-maxing your damage and buffing. Like the video if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.